All right, next projection is going to be the lateral forearm, specifically a lateral to medial forearm. So same kind of deal here. I'm on the left side for the left forearm, 90 degrees from it. Still 14/17, still portrait, still shielding, still 65 to 75 kVp. What else? Still no grid because it's still less than 10 centimeters thick for the body part. So how do we do this? This one, even more important to get that shoulder on the same plane as the distal one. So I'm actually going to bring this table up just a little bit. And then you'd measure 40, obviously. 40, I don't know if I said that for the AP2, but if I didn't, it's 40 SID. Okay, so we're going to want to start with the patient's arm bent 90 degrees. We can start with the hand pronated, but it's going to change soon. So I'm going to bend it 90 degrees. You might need to have them lean, if need be, to get that shoulder on the same plane as the elbow and wrist, ideally too. So we're going to do that. And then this time the epicondyles of the humerus should be perpendicular to the image receptor. Okay, we still need to see both joints here, wrist and elbow, but so it'd be like this, right? Wrong. The wrist is not not in a lateral, so we want to actually bring the wrist kind of like you're doing a lateral wrist, so the thumb is up, so you can feel the distal radius and ulna right here. You're going to want to rotate them externally or internally, whatever way they are, until they are superimposed on top of each other. Now, you might notice here there's a little bit of OID, well, actually not. If they have a little bit thicker of a forearm, what I would suggest doing is putting a sponge underneath the wrist, kind of like this. I'll pick up the camera so you get a better angle here. But anyway, that's what happens when they have a thicker forearm, more proximal, is they're going to naturally kind of lean down with the forearm a little bit. So it's going to be, radius and ulnar are going to be a little bit foreshortened, not good. So we use the sponge to keep the forearm parallel to the image receptor, so there will be no distortion. So anyway, let's just get the light turned on here. I'll try to do this by myself again, hold on. Okay, my central ray is mid forearm, going to collimate on both sides. My left marker is going to go laterally, always laterally. So let's get the sponge there for this perfect picture. There is your lateral forearm. Let me just pick up the camera so you guys can kind of see that a little bit better what I'm talking about with the sponge. So before, whoops, sponge down. My forearm is kind of down because this sits a little bit higher, this part. So when I go get a sponge here, hopefully you can see this all right. Sponge is just gonna get the entire forearm on the same plane there. So I'll get the light here for you guys. Got the wrist joint, got the elbow joint, everything on the same plane there. There's your lateral forearm.